Pick a card.
Oh, yeah.
You can't leave from, you got to over your head.
Oh, okay. I'm all looking for my card.
Then you will be automatically disqualified.
Okay.
No, Anthony, that's another story.
Nicole Nunez.
Is she on participants?
Nicole Nunez. Oh, you first said. Oh, I say.
Nicole.
Yeah,
No,
it's good.
Nicole.
I'm gonna give it to them.
Those shows pulled.
Okay, so pause state.
I'll give it to the rest. Yeah.
Do I put it back in?
No, it goes into thankful and grateful.
She's not on?
She's
Oh.
It's not on.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna. You need to hear nothing from me about social media. It's all gonna be our social media guru, Roni. So Roni has been kind enough, she's super busy, but she's been kind enough to do this training for us. And then in July, we're actually gonna do a 3-week training, taking a deeper dive into social media. So on the 26th, we're doing lights, camera closings. We're going from this to the lights, cameras closing to get new headshots, do some content, right into July, doing a deeper dive into social media. So I'm gonna let Roni take it away.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Hello. How many people do we have on? 18? Awesome.
Just gonna keep on.
Okay, so social media is such like a big topic, right? It can be overwhelming for a lot of people. So this training I did last time, we did a broad spectrum of it. So, and the market for me personally, what I've experienced, and Anthony, because we live with each other, so we see it all the time. The market's just weird right now. Our listings aren't moving. We're having to pay agents to do open houses. So this is the time to really hone down on your social media and to get your branding and marketing all together and consistent. So when the market does pick up and you're getting these phone calls, you're ready to present everything you have. It looks professional, it's clean, and it looks like you put some time into it, right? These people pay a lot of money for us to represent their homes correctly. So having your storefront, social media is your storefront. Everybody has internet. And if your clients don't have the internet, you're probably signing disclosures and everything in person, and they found you through mom and dad or something, right? So social media here, we're gonna focus on branding ourselves. Because I remember when I first started training as real estate, I hired a social media coach, and she kept asking me, what is your brand? I had no idea what that meant. I'm like, well, I'll sell to anybody. I don't care. I'll list anything, mobile home on the park, luxury, I don't care. So branding and marketing, but branding is so important because it shows professionalism and consistency. So we're going to learn how to stand out and stay consistent so you can sell more. There's my social media. You can see I don't have a lot of followers, and that's okay. I have sold everything in 2025 or gotten all my leads from social media. So it's not about how many people you reach out to. It's literally it's the quality of people you reach out to. And I've been consistent enough on social media, and all of my clientele are over 50 years old. So that just shows you they are on social media. They do see, and everything has come from there. So I'm so blessed and grateful for social media, or I really wouldn't have a business without it. So you can see my profile here. You see my professional photo. That's very important. You guys go on the 26th. With social media and marketing, you do have to invest some money into it. I'm going to be honest. Like, I pay for photographers, I pay for a videographer, and I try a bunch of different people just to have content to post. And I wish I was more consistent, but because I used to be consistent, I'm too busy in real estate now, I forget to post sometimes. So you can see I'm a professional oversharer. I share everything I do all the time. I would say my niche is literally to show people how busy I am and how above and beyond I go for clients, because I'm willing to help anybody, but I make sure on social media people see what I do. I'm pressure washing porches. I don't always look good, but I'm pressure washing porches. I'm staging homes for them with stuff that I borrowed from Target. Like, I just overshare everything. I don't post my daughter a lot just to keep her a little bit private. But there you can see I am a mama. I like luxury. Who doesn't? That's a good payout. So I love representing luxury, doing videos, resale, new development. And then there's my link tree right there. If you click on it, you can have access to all the information to downtown and represent.
What's Linktree?
Linktree is a site for free. If you click on that on my profile, you can go visit my Instagram. If you don't follow me, follow me. But click on that link tree. I think it's still from Christmas when I was doing the Santa letters for the children. So it might be a little outdated, but you can have links on there to your buyer's guide, your seller's guide. I have one for downtown realty, all about downtown realty. And then I have a Google form if you are interested in buying or selling for them to fill out.
So it's just a website with like.
It's a free website, yeah, you should totally do it, and it connects all your links, so they can click on that, it's your mobile business card. Where they can see all about you in one click.
And then Ronnie, I see where it says post 87, but I know you post a lot. Is it because you post your story more than?
I post my story more than my feed,
And when it
yeah.
goes to a story, that's just talking about the
That's
feed,
just,
right?
see how my circle's lit up, because I always have a story on there. I
Mhm.
always wanna be front of timeline for people, so I'm always posting a story. Most of the time, it's not my face either, it doesn't have to be your face, but it does help if you personalize and show your face. We'll get into that a little bit later, but 87 posts, I wish I had more. You can get through my whole profile in 3 scrolls, and I wish it was different, but I just get
But that means the ones that went on your feed,
on my feed, yes.
not the stories.
Not the stories. And I'm a huge reel poster. I love videos because I get on Instagram and I love to watch videos. So I try and post videos because the photos of other real estate agents just listed, just sold. I'm scrolling right through. I really don't care unless it's some extravagant story. And that's how a lot of people are unless they're really nosy. You could go to the next
I
slide.
have a question.
Yes.
They asked, what did you mean by borrowed from Target?
You don't wanna know. Next.
It's not stealing, just.
It's not.
Purchase return.
It might be like,
I just
maybe,
use the read for the photos and then I use. the
and maybe
receipts.
return it, maybe it's something like
It's
that.
only one check.
Okay, so there's so many types of socials that you could show off your brand once you get your brand and your niche down. Or I like the word niche, but as real estate agents in Central California, we sell everything. There's no, when you're in such a small town like this, you can niche down in anything. Just make sure your brand is consistent so people know when they see you what to expect. And I'll show you some examples of that. But there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's Snapchat, there's Lemonade, there's Google, there's LinkedIn, there's Threads, there's Clubhouse, there's Facebook, there's Pinterest, there's so many. My suggestion to you would to pick 3 and be consistent with those 3. I choose Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook because they all connect to each other. So I can post once and it goes to 3 platforms. That's the only reason I do that. I'm trying Pinterest a little bit, but I haven't gotten any leads on that.
I think LinkedIn does that too.
Oh, LinkedIn also does that. I love LinkedIn. You'll get so many just surprises from there. Like you don't expect people to message you and all of a sudden you're like, LinkedIn, what, this person saw this? And there's a lot of professional people on LinkedIn, and more people than you realize on LinkedIn.
Do you think it's more professionals on LinkedIn? TikTok is just the Wild West, right?
Yeah, TikTok is just like out there. I
Yeah.
mean, you could still stay professional. Obviously, you're representing downtown realty and yourself, but post whatever you please on TikTok. I mean, it's crazy out there.
Have you gotten business from LinkedIn?
From LinkedIn? No, I've gotten real estate agents who want to be a real estate agent asking me how to become a real estate agent, but not yet, no. But it's also not updated. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been on LinkedIn in a while. When I was in the professional sports industry, it was more for those people networking through there. But yeah, real estate, not yet.
I think Facebook.
Facebook is my biggest one. Facebook and Instagram, I get all my sellers from. Facebook obviously is an older crowd. And they're always looking, they're always watching, so make sure you brand yourself okay. But choose a couple. YouTube's great just to throw a video in there now every now and then. You never know whose profile you could show up on.
Shirley Case yesterday, my mother turned 90 on Monday. She turned 90. She's on Facebook. We have a few problems. But she did ask me, what is Instagram?
Oh.
So that tells you, the 90-year-olds are on
Yeah.
Facebook. They're not on Instagram.
Exactly.
Even on Google, you can also post your stuff on.
Yeah, Google's on there and we'll get to that later on too, because some people complain my clients are not on it on Instagram, they're not on Facebook, they're not on social media. Everybody has Google. Like I said, if they are not Googling, you're not sending a car form to them, you're going to their house and signing in person. Okay, next slide. So most important is branding. Make sure your brand is consistent. Your personal brand is your selling superpower. I niche down. I hate that word. I really focused on my branding last year and it has helped me so much. And when you spend just a couple hours on it, or even pick a month to work on it, it's done forever. Unless you want to revamp it in like 5 years, right? It lasts a long time. So invest the money in the photographers, invest the money in the videographers, and invest your time into your brand on social media and everything else. Yes.
What do you mean it takes a couple hours or?
Like if you're creating templates online, or you're having to spend time doing your bio on social media, or you're having to spend time to interact with your followers, it takes
Talking
time.
about like picture, the professional pictures of
photos.
yourself,
Yes,
your description.
yes, but I'm not talking like post a Canva template, you'll get scrolled right through. Some things I'm trying to get better about, newly listed, my clients like to be featured on my social media, because I'm known for my social media, so I stopped, or I forgot to post one that I just listed. I'm sure you could guess who it was. And she's like, where's my listing at on your social media? It got listed yesterday. So it's very important that you stay consistent with it. That's why I'm trying to like be better about the actual feed post, because I'm huge on the story. It takes like 2 seconds to post it. Okay, next thing. And this is the why. Why do we brand? Because people don't just buy homes, they buy you. And the more personal you are, the more you connect with them, the more they trust you. So clients who choose agents when they feel connected and comfortable with. Your brand is the emotional bridge between you and your audience. Whatever you are, own it. You could be weird and show them you're weird and colorful and all of this, or you could be very put together and wear a tie every time. I would say my brand, my clients know I show up in a suit and tie on the first visit, and the next one you're gonna see me in Lululemon from there on out, right? So I'm very known for like lifting weights. I take pride in my health. I love my daughter. She will be at the showings, and that's my brand. And people appreciate it. If you're consistent with it, it builds trust with your clients. So when your messaging, visuals, and tone are aligned across all the platforms, people know what to expect when they see you, and they get excited about it. They're like, I see this on social media and I get to finally meet you in person. That's so cool. And when you're consistent with how you show up on social media, the worst thing, I went to a pool party this last weekend for Father's Day. I met this girl I always see on social media. She was different and I hated it. I unfollowed her because I'm like, you are not who you are when I watch you every day. Because she was just on her phone at the swim party like this. Not all friendly and stuff, like she perceives herself to be on social media. It's just for money, right? And so make sure you're consistent in person how you show up on social media behind the screen.
Was she famous?
She's not famous, but I enjoy her
Like local
content.
famous.
No, she was Texas famous. She was a realtor in Texas, moved here to Bakersfield, but she was just there, and all she could do was on her phone. She didn't say hi to anybody. She didn't say bye to anybody. She just drank her drink and was on her phone. So
You're not trying to say that people are not genuine on social media, are you? Because
yeah.
from
I don't know. I myself, like on social media and in person, you see who I am on social media, and I'm the same way in person. You won't see any different. So when you're consistent with that, people trust you. They're like, heck yeah, that's Roni right there. So branding and consistency creates that emotional connection with you. You are selling a very expensive pride and joy, whether it's 200,000 or 2 million. That is their pride and joy asset in life. And so if they could trust you and emotionally connect with you, then you have free reign to do your business and sell their home, and they trust you more. It's not just about listing. Show your values, your lifestyle, and your story. People remember how you make them feel. They really do. That's what keeps them coming back to you. Even if a deal is snowballing to crap, they will remember how you handled it and how you made them feel if you put your time into them. Next slide. Do we have any questions so far? Am I going too fast? I do have quite a bit of slides and stuff to get into, so I am going to go a little quicker. But if you guys have questions online too, make sure you guys ask.
So when you say branding, branding isn't a particular picture. It's more of a feel
Yes,
of
it's
who you are.
Exactly. So this is what makes you different is your brand. What stands you out from the real estate agents? When you talk to somebody, and I'm talking to a crowd and I'm just saying, you agents, right? You don't feel a connection to me, but if I'm like you, and make it personal, then they connect with you.
Right.
Right? So what makes you set different from all the other agents in town? Because anybody can use an agent. They can look in the grocery store and pick one, I'm sure. So what makes you different? Your niche, is it luxury? Is it first time buyers, relocation? You're expert on the area. I love watching, I'm not sure on her name, but she's a local agent in Visalia. She's always posting like she could post the orange trees and be like, you're in Central California when you smell this. And I literally felt the smell of the video because I know exactly what she's talking about. So if you want to niche down on your area and post everything around here. I'm huge on community. I'll post them at Stafford's, I'll post Plano Jerky. That's the stuff I get the most interaction with because people are there too. They know exactly what it is. I'll go to all the community events, as many as I can get, and just use it as an opportunity of like, I'm out here, I'm doing something, I'm with the community. Right now, Chris and I are volunteering to coach a volleyball team locally, these kids. And we did so well with it last year and posted about it so much. We had a waiting list this year for our team. Yeah, so it just shows you our small town, it's all about community and people love seeing that on Instagram. It's not about going viral.
And
in
don't
this
you
area.
think it's more than just shoving real estate down people's
Yes.
throat?
Way
They
more.
want to feel like you care.
Exactly. People want to be able to see you and know something besides real estate about you. I could look at Sarah and be like, she loves dogs, right? She cooks bread at home. I know that because of social media. And so they want to at least connect with you with one type of value in your life. The biggest connection is dogs, family, or food. Those are the three things people connect with the most. Your personality, are you funny? Are you polished? It's okay to be polished and boring as long as you post. That's what people want to expect, right? Nurturing, are you bold and out there? Are your colors bright? Are they minimalist? Or are you just black and white and represent Downtown Realty's logo and all of that? Your experience, what do you value? What's your lifestyle like? A day in the life of the realtor, what does it look like? And it's not always going to brunch and getting mimosas, right? We have to wake up at 5 a.m. to go work out just so we can have the day to spend with our clients and run around like mad people, staging and cleaning and doing all these things that people don't see behind the scenes. So always post that. But if that's not your brand and you just want to post, you're out wine tasting, you're out doing this, that's okay. But make sure you're consistent with it. Next slide. Are there any questions online so far?
Nope.
What do you mean borrowed? What is that?
That was still that borrowed one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes, we're stuck on that.
Yeah, awesome.
We're stuck on the idea that you're shoplifting. We're talking about it.
Borrowing, I give them enough money in diapers and wipes.
Borrowing.
So social media is your modern day business card. I have business cards. I haven't updated them since I started real estate. I probably should because everybody goes, they ask for an online business card you send to them virtually, or they go to your social media, your Google, your LinkedIn, and they just research you. People research when you're going to be representing their home because it's so special to them. So they want to make sure they're choosing the right person. So 90%, more than 90% of home buyers and sellers start online. Isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
That is so crazy of a number because there are billions of people in this world. But as soon as they think about buying or selling, they're online searching. Before calling an agent, most people Google, scroll, and research. If you're not visible online, you're invisible to potential clients. Your social media is your handshake. That's your first meet and greet with your client. Your profile is often your first impression someone gets before they ever meet you. Make it professional, welcoming, and full of personality. I had a client who literally wanted me to list her home so they could get a cool video of their house and keep it forever for memorabilia. I'll take it. Like, I'll list your house if I could do a video. So your social media is everything. And it's your first impression equals your visual and your vibe. Like I always say, what to expect, your branding is everything. If I have to see Gunner tomorrow, I want to know what to expect from him. Because meeting somebody cold turkey is it's almost like a blind date. It's a little intimidating. And that you don't want to be intimidated on someone who's going to do business for you. You want to feel comfortable. Your feed, photos, and captions all speak before you even do. So if you're polished, on-brand profile shows that you're serious and you're current, that is so big. I'll see agent stuff, and the last post was from 2023. You're like, well, do you do real estate or are you just cold calling me? And then, yeah, so it shows you're serious, current, and your client ready for them to list their home. You're always doing real estate. Okay, next. So this is what I mean by branding. When I always promote her. This was my coach for social media when I was first in escrow and rolling into becoming an agent. So she teaches agents from all over how to do social media. Her name is Chelsea Pikes. Her is up there. But every time I see her, it's bright, it's colorful, it's personal, it's weird. That's her brand. And I scroll right here because you can see how consistent it is. So when you look at her profile, you already know what you're going to get. She has everything already captioned, everything. She's all about like how hard it is to be a mom, She hates working out, so 75 hard-ish, like she wants to work out, but she can't. So those are relatable things people can relate to. And she's always front of my timeline because she's always posting something about her dog. She has 3 little chihuahuas that she loves the most. But she's all pink and retro and bright, and that's her brand. That's who she is. Because in public, look, bright green dress, striped thing. She's like all weird doing. Oh, I wasn't just sad. I just needed a pizza.
The happy face cup.
Like Como, yeah, exactly. Happy face cup. And that's her brand, and she owns it. So
Do you think it's important to be perfect?
no, it is more important to show your imperfections to people because that's how you connect with them. The next one I'm gonna show you, she intimidated me at first, but I met her in person. We actually did a deal together and she's a local agent. She was sweet as could be. You could go to the next one, but she's so minimalist and so perfect, and
Oh,
always dressed up and goes wine tasting and still has a baby, but looks immaculate every time I see her. And I'm like, how do you do that? But I connect with her because I have a kid the same age. I love her aesthetic. If you look at it, you know what to expect. She personalizes wine bottles for her clients. She personalizes welcome home signs. Everything. I mean, she spends so much time into her branding. It definitely shows, and all of her clients come from social media or referrals as well. Because I've asked her before, but I really look up to her. At first, her perfectionism to me was intimidating. I'm like, this is toxic. I need to unfollow because I feel bad for who I am. I'm not that perfect. I was like, I can't be looking at this and feeling bad about myself every day. But you know, she does the Louis Vuitton, the wine taste. She's just very polished. So before, that's an example of bright, fun, weird, and this one's very polished, minimalist, aesthetic, and some clients love that, right? That's how she's gonna represent the house.
Does she does a lot of luxury, doesn't she?
She does do a lot of luxury, but you'd be surprised on the open houses she comes to, you know, the mobile home, she does it all, but she does like to specialize in marketing for luxury, yeah. She does a lot in the more Hanford area, but she does come this way a little bit, Fresno, she does a bit Fresno. Yeah, so that'll be like her minimalist look, but look at her color scheme. Brown, brown, it's so consistent, so her feed is gorgeous, and I know she spends so much time doing it. But she will literally hire a photographer to come to her house and film her wine tasting and film her going about her daily life so she can post it. So it is worth it to invest in that because she has exploded as an agent because she's put time into her social media. And now she's like teaching branding classes, social media classes to other agents. So she's really grown since I met her a year ago. Go ahead, Ryan. Another example of branding. I'm just trying to show you guys what branding means. Because like I said, when Chelsea asked me, what's your brand? I'm like, I don't know, I'm an agent. Okay, well, what does that mean? I don't know. It's very confusing to some people. It was so confusing to me. So I'm trying to give you guys some examples. This is Giselle Ugarte. I've been following her since Clubhouse first came out. Again, I was in escrow. We all connected with each other. There was about 10 of us first on that app. And we would talk all day long. I love her so much. But she is huge with that little dog right there. That's her everything. Her branding there for a little bit was that she always wears Nikes. You'll never see her in heels. She represented Nike and everything. That one she's barefoot. But she always did that. So she's another one I would follow. She teaches agents and everybody how to utilize social media. Just like you never know who could be watching. Post yourself. She's huge on not using filters. Show up as yourself. She too is on a health journey. She always has like skin conditions she posts. And that's like very vulnerable to do, but people will follow you because you are being vulnerable. So she gets a lot of business from her social media and
She
she's
likes
dropping up
purple. She
She
likes
loves
purple.
purple, yeah. And she'll always be like, if you have not updated your profile picture, you are not in the business at all. You need to constantly update your profile picture, your headshot, all of that, and stay up to date. She was actually featured in Forbes, but I met her when she was like barely nobody during COVID. That's when she blew up, and she's huge on being cringy. She's very cringy in her stuff, but right now she's taking a break and just posting all her health and fitness journey because that's, you know, what she's focused on right now.
She's a realtor?
No, she coaches all social media. So she's an influencer. She used to just focus on real estate agents, and I think she was a realtor at one point, Now she's a motivational speaker. She speaks with like all the big roads like Tom Ferry. She's been at your guys' Long Beach conventional thing. But yeah, I would follow her and get some ideas. She's like me, she's huge on the reels, loves videos because people watch videos. Short term content. Now I guess it's long term, but anyways, always post the video, always post yourself having fun. People want to see that you're normal, that you're not just doing real estate and all professional. You do go have fun. I'm not saying post yourself drunk throwing up on the side of the road, but like you're at a baseball game.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, that's real. I made it through the night. It's real. Like
If that's our niche.
and you'll probably get a lot of mobile home calls, but oh man. Okay. Okay, next slide. I'm waiting for the comment. And then there's me. So my brand is solely on showing my clients. I love my clients. I think they're so cute. You can see here, I taught Dorla how to do a boomerang. I screenshotted the boomerang, but she's featured on my profile. I sold that one like 2 years ago. I was huge on like, I'm pregnant and I'm still selling real estate. So I posted in front of my sign pregnant. And my biggest thing is I'm always posting that I'm busy and I'm going above and beyond for my clients. That video on the right, we did a Christmas photo shoot, complimentary to all my clients from the year, and they showed up. It was super fun. It was so chaotic, and I loved posting the behind the scenes. And I actually got a sell from this one because they wanted to be a part of it. And I'm like, oh, this is a client only thing. They're like, well, I'll be your client. I'll sell my home so I could do Christmas photos. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. So it's really fun. I'm also post a lot of fitness. I work out every single day at 6 a.m. I always post that. I'm huge on volleyball. I do adult volleyball. And I do post some reels here and there, but everybody loves my videos of the homes. That's why I pin them to the top. And they want to know about you. So when you're not selling real estate, what are you doing? But I love my clients so much. I always do the pop champagne after, make it special for them. Make them feel seen for making a huge decision in their life. And it makes it an experience for them that they'll refer you out, because if you make it fun, even though you warn them, disclosure at the beginning, this can be very stressful, but at the end we'll party and celebrate. Even Dorla, she was so excited about that boomerang, it was so cute. And then right there's a lot of community events. So I'll hire Ken all the time to just do community videos at events that I'm at and just feature me in them a little bit so I can post them. But being a part of the community has been huge for people seeing you, referring you out. You don't meet them at community events, you're by yourself the whole time, and you're probably just like on your phone or something, but at least you're there. Okay, any questions so far? Oh, I post coffee a lot too. This is the content that converts. So these are some ideas. I would take a picture, screenshot if you're online. I time lapse a lot of things I'm doing. I time lapse everything. If I'm in the grocery store, if I'm pressure washing a client's house, if I'm signing documents, and you just disclose at the beginning, all notaries are okay with it as long as the documents aren't in the
What does
video.
that mean, time lapse?
Time lapse is a feature on your camera, and if you film like 20 minutes, it'll put it into a minute. It's the ones where you're going
It's really
fast.
fast.
Yeah, it's the ones where you're going really, really
And
fast
that's a feature on your photography.
on your
On
camera.
your camera.
It'll say time lapse.
It's the feature where.
Like if you
Time
set your
lapses.
phone up and you
Oh, I see
time
it.
lapse this whole meeting, you'll
I
just
see what
see
it
me
is. I
throwing my
didn't know if you
hands
had to
fast.
edit it with that.
No. I'm trying to do not the apps, because once you get into the apps and the editing, it gets too complicated and people get too confused. That's why I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible as a place to start for you guys. And that's what time lapsing is. And
Is that where you leave your phone in one spot?
yeah, you just leave your phone in one spot and then you do whatever you're
You
doing.
also just take it shopping or something like that?
Yeah, take it everywhere. People are so nosy in this town and everywhere. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know what everybody else is doing.
Yep.
Well, why are you there? Why are you doing? Just like the Target thing I posted, I was staging. I had so many people message, are you like, can I buy that off of you? Can I get that off of you when you're done with it? What home are you staging? Where are you going? Right? Like people are nosy. They
Can you
want to know
stage
what
my-
you're doing. Huh?
Can you stage my house?
Yeah, exactly. Can you stage my house? And I'm like, I'm just too broke to pay for staging, so I'm just gonna do this for the photos, and it's going right back to Target. So, behind the scenes, sneak peeks, agents are always up in my profile to see what's coming soon. before, you can ask other agents too, if you see their posting company, say, hey, can I go do a quick video? I'm so notorious for that. I don't care if you're part of downtown or not. If I see something, a good content, like chance to go do content, I'll message them. Hey, this is Ronnie from downtown. Love your new listing coming up. Can I post a coming soon for you to push this house out?
Yeah.
Especially in this market, they'll do it, no problem.
Mhm.
Before and after staging, people love seeing that. Clients love seeing that you put an effort into leading them in the right direction of like, is my home ready to list? Is it ready to sell? When you show that you are putting effort into staging or recommending your client to paint and you post a before and after of the painting, what a difference it can make. It helps you in that conversation, one, because they know to expect, like, she's gonna come and lecture me about my house. I gotta get it clean. Gotta make sure everything's in the right place. Oh, there's a chip right here. I gotta do it. So they expect that from you because if you're consistent with posting it, like I'm strict, I will come in and coach you on how to sell your house and what it takes to sell your house at the price you want. Open house recaps. I'll even post open house. Nobody has came here. I'm super bored. Can somebody come and keep me company, right? And it reaches out to everybody. I did one at the mansion in Tulare. That's the one where I'm like doing handstands in the house, and I wouldn't recommend that if there's like cameras and stuff, but I'm like planking on the counter, and that reel got so many people and interaction with question and answers. People want to be heard. I'll just say, what are you doing for the day? What are the plans for the week? And I get a ton of people that always put on there. Probably say to talk, but it's like 20. A realtor day in the life, client success stories. I love that. I get so many people because I just feature my clients on everything. Do you have recommendations for phone stands for recording? I would just go on Amazon. I don't use a phone stand. My phone stand is my Starbucks cup that stays full all day with the water. So I'll just find an object in the room and stand it up and be like, okay, this is good. That's good.
There's your
Right
phone
there,
stand.
there's my phone stand. That's what I do all the time. I don't buy any special gear. I don't buy ring lights and all that. I am who I am. And so that's why when they see you in person, they're not catfished. I'm not like all filtered out. Sometimes I do. You're just listed and just sold. Those are the most boring, but people still want to see that you're doing real estate. So always do that. Everybody asks what's the best time to post, what's the best day to post. Just post. There's no like, especially the just listed and just sold, just get it out there. Get it out there for people to see that you're still doing real estate and it's still moving. I would chat GPT if you're wanting a time in a day. Chat GPT is literally my therapist, my everything. I'll ask it, what's the best time to post this post? Tell me when. Friday after work, because everyone's off and they're ready to party and and ChatGPT will tell you. So I would always ask ChatGPT, when's the best day and time to post?
Yeah, I have, remember, I did a research.
Mhm.
TikTok is 10 a.m., 3 and 6, Facebook is 9, 11 and 6.
Oh, there you go.
LinkedIn is 10 and 4 p.m. Instagram is 11, 2 and 7. YouTube is 11. So I call a home office.
Oh, yeah.
Where's it going based? And they're saying they have they can keep track of when they're online. So that's
Right.
where the peak times.
Which is so true, but if you are too consistent to the algorithm and trying, the algorithm will click that and be like, you're getting pushed to the bottom because you're trying to rig the system. It is nice though, like, just think of when your clients are off work, when people are on their phone. Like, we've all had jobs before being realtors. We know when we're on our phone. We've all had kids. Like, we know when we're on our phone or not. So just kind of keep that in mind. I know TikTok, you can post whenever.
And I post whenever.
Yeah, I'll post on TikTok and just get out of it, and then I'll come back and I'm like, whoa, like 100 people like this post, nice. You know, just as long as your content is getting pushed out there, someone will see it. And all it takes is one. If that one like is the seller for 800,000, I don't care. I'll take that like and that sell. Next, any questions so far?
So how often, do you recommend posting?
I'll answer that question at the end because Louise asked that question in the Facebook. So branding, what does that say? Branding tips for your profile. So professional photo, yes. Some people have a selfie, that's cute too, but just make sure it's not you in a bikini and like, I have a personal Instagram where I do post that stuff because that's just who I am. I'm, into fitness and stuff. So I'll post in sports bras and all that, but keep it professional. Man, don't have a beer on the golf course and a cigarette as your profile picture. Like, yeah, I just got a hole in one, right? That's not agents. So make sure you have a professional, clean photo on what's you, a catchy handle. What's your call to action? Who do you help and where? Like if you go to my profile, it says Central Cal Realtor with an orange. People already know where I'm at. And then a link in your bio, like we talked about the link tree, and it has all your essentials. When they click on it, that's your business card. That's what people see. Facebook, you can also add your link tree every now and then. But just always shoot a post in there like, hey, remember I sell real estate. But on my stories, Facebook and Instagram, they go to both. What I do during the day is for real estate. So I don't really have to tell people I sell real estate because I'm doing stuff that involves selling real estate. So, but if you don't, and this is just something on the side for you, just make sure you remind them. I do work hard. I do sell real estate. Ask for referrals, ask for reviews, and ask in the questionnaire, make them interact with you. So your profile always is your storefront. We don't have a door people can walk into when they're looking to buy or sell a home. The door is our social media, our business card. We stay at home. Unless you're here all the time, then you do have a door. Your visual branding basics, choose a signature color palette. You guys saw Brian Bowles. Is that how you say your last name? Bowles? Brienne, sorry, Brienne. And she has a signature color palette through and through. It's the brown color scheme, and I think it looks gorgeous. Chelsea is all neon colors, so try and choose something I try and stay the black and white with Downtown Realty. I love Downtown Realty. I love representing them, and so that's what I go by. That's on everything. Use a designer website like Canva. To do even your profile picture, you can remove a background on there. You can add, I'm not saying make a flyer and make it super basic and something you see every day. Like just play with it. YouTube how to do it. ChatGPT, hey, I want to do this to my photo. How do I do that on Canva? ChatGPT will tell you how to do it. Step by step. What did I build the other day from ChatGPT? Oh, for bathroom signs for my new gym I'm opening. This lady wanted $120 for a bathroom sign. I screenshotted it, put it on ChatGPT, said, how do I make this? It showed me everything to buy, how to make it, and I did it for like $15. Anyways, so ChatGPT is my life. Keep it clean, modern, and your branding. Consistency is the biggest thing for me. Like if it's not clean is defined differently from everybody. So if it's clean to you and it looks good, then let it be. Brand photos versus stock image photos. Ooh, I hate looking at Instagram and I see a stock image photo and I can tell it's from Canva. I'm like, that sucks. Scroll. So make sure you guys are staying unique and separating yourself.
A stock image?
Like this square right here?
A stock image is like that, the one that's on my presentation. A photo that you did not take. A lot of my photos I post of like coffee in the morning. I don't have an aesthetic house, right? Like all these agents that post, I'm like, God, my house isn't that gorgeous. I have a 2-year-old toddler and a 7-year-old. So I will look up somebody else's picture from like the state of coffee and I'll screenshot it as my own. And people are like, oh wow, that looks like such a well-made coffee or something. Looks delicious. And I'm like, yeah, it wasn't me, but okay. So do get creative that way. And then always connect with other people. If I post somebody else's listing, make sure you tag that person. When you're constantly tagging and supporting people in the community, it will get returned. So when I'm hanging out with other people, they'll always tag me because I do the same. I'm not stingy with my social media, like, well, I'm not going to give you credit because you're an agent. There's one agent in this town, and I'm not going to say names, refuses to tag my professional thing because she sees me as competition. And that to me is just a standoff, so I unfollowed. So make sure you're just with the community.
Well, some of them just unfollow
If
you.
I'm with Jim at lunch, I'm gonna post his real estate account. Click on it, follow him, like support one another in the community, and you will get it returned.
Roni, can you explain collaborating when you know how you collaborate on, you know how you do
Yeah.
collabs on Instagram?
Yeah,
What is is
it's
that?
just when you're tagging the other person, I think Instagram or AI automatically collabs with that profile. I could be wrong.
Right, it just shows if you collab, it shows it on both of your profiles.
Yeah, like
Regardless.
As if you both posted it, you're
Oh,
both
if
the
you
owner.
both posted.
yes, yeah.
you're
So
both
if
the-
we were staging a home together, right? Don't you have to click collab or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, you have to accept it.
But
Yeah,
what's
you
the
have to
difference
accept it.
between collaborating and just?
I still
adding
tag.
If I tag you, it doesn't show up on your feed.
Unless you-
And I will
Unless
say
you
I'm
go to
not
the
a fan of
post.
collabing because somebody collabed with me and came on my feed and I'm like, whoa, I don't want that on my feed. So be careful with collabing because you might get something that you don't want on your feed.
Can
But you have to approve it though, right?
You do have to.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do.
Right.
I thought
And
mine
like
was-
if there's a setting that says like you'll automatically.
I was gonna say that my
just
setting
turn
must
that
be
off.
on because I went on my profile, I'm like, no.
No.
I look awful
Yeah,
in that.
because you know, who did, Matt Williams collabed with me, when he was building my,
Oh,
my
he was.
patio cover.
That's how I saw it, yeah.
And so, and
Yeah.
I accepted it, but I was like, I don't know what I'm really accepting, I don't know, you know.
The hashtagging works a little bit, not as much as it used to, but if you do a ton of hashtags, it's not gonna help you. I do like 3 or 4 and just know where you wanna reach out to and then gets an idea. I'll do a hashtag FYP on everything, which means for you page. And then I'll hashtag real estate and hashtag luxury. For you page means it's just a hashtag that pushes your content. I don't know. I just do it because ChatGPT told me to do it.
Well, we didn't have that one, 2 hours. We have a
Yes.
bunch of tags anyways.
Can you just collab with me so that all your stuff goes online too?
Exactly. Make sure you're engaging with your followers. So if they're posting something, whether it's boring or not, comment on it. Great job. Comment on other realtor stuff. The more you engage, I would say before you post, here's a little trick I do. I'll go on Reels on Instagram or the feed, and I'll comment at least on 10 people's stuff. I am genuine. So if you do get a comment from me, it is very genuine. It's not just to get like pushed on the content. But yeah, so I'll comment on everybody's stuff and engage for a little bit and then I'll post. And I know that's super hard. Like I can't be on my phone more than 15 minutes without my daughter losing it. So I'll do my best, but sometimes I have to schedule my posts as well, and those don't do as well. But before you post, just make sure you're engaging, and then that'll click the algorithm like, oh, they're active, they're doing something. So when you post something, they'll push it to those people. And now Instagram will ask when you post, do you want to send this to anybody in your messages? I'll just click the first 6 people, send it to them, and then they'll always like it and support. Don't be afraid to ask for support. Seriously, I'll ask all the time. The biggest payment out to me is sharing, liking, commenting my profile, everything, all the stuff I push, and it's been so successful for me. Reply to all your comments and be real. Don't over edit don't seem basic. Don't just put an emoji. They say like more than 6 words that it'll click the algorithm like, oh, that's a genuine comment. Because people started catching on that engagement was becoming just something people do to push their own content. Post stories daily, even casual updates. People want to hear about the market, but talk about the market with your face. Don't just post a graphic of the market. I'll always post a newsletter. I love the newsletter that gives a base, but I put that on my story because I don't like it on my feed. So just post it on your story. That's your real estate stuff. Always post in your story. I usually have 2 or 3 a day at least on my story. I try to. If you're out and about and you're filming content constantly, the time lapse taking a picture, save it for later. I'll be at home and I'm like, God, I'm not doing anything today. What do I post? Stuff from a while ago that I'm not doing today, but it looks like I am. So always be filming something. And ask questions, use polls, interact with your people, talk to them, let them know you're normal. Your action steps. The first thing is define your personal brand. So I'll make it like a thing for you guys that I'll check on your profiles and make sure that you're defining your personal brand. If you need help with your bio or your link tree, I'd be more than happy to help. It's super easy for me. So make sure you reach out. I've done people's bios before, and it's really easy. So the first thing though is define your personal brand. I have a couple questions on how we can do that. Make sure you write them down and answer them. I'm telling you, you will get the return on this investment. Seriously, if you invest in your social media and your front to your clients, even if it is printed out buyer and seller guides, make sure you spend time on your brand. What are they buying when they use you? And then make it almost like they're buying something, right? They're getting something in return when they're using you. Plan your content weekly if it helps you. I can't, I'm on the fly. I am like so busy, but that's what I post about is how busy I am all the time. I'm in volleyball, I work out, I'm opening a spin studio. I'm a full-time agent that's super busy right now. I'm very blessed, very, very blessed. But that's what I thrive on is chaos. So I don't plan my content. But if it works for you, do it. Make sure, okay, I'm gonna post today. It's Tuesday, I'm gonna post today. And show up as you. You're not just an agent. Like separate yourself from the people here. I get so many compliments all the time. Man, you're not like the agent I interviewed at the first one. You're so you're just so yourself. You're Ronnie. And that's what you have to be defined as. Like your name is your brand. So make sure you own it and be consistent with it. Next slide. Any questions so far? So I'm gonna take a breath.
Let's see, chat says, I love you and all that you do. When you
love you too.
collab, there is a request, is what Anthony said.
Any hardest?
Yes,
Oh my God.
Mr. Space Station.
Space station. And that's Anthony's.
Yeah.
brand.
Anthony's the space station. Right, so when you think of Anthony, what do you guys think of?
Photography,
Chef,
sandals, food,
Yes,
sandals,
it's sandals.
cigarettes,
Show up.
Marvel.
Yes,
His hat.
he will show up to $1 million like listing appointment in his damn sandals. It drives me nuts, but that's him. People expect it. They know what to expect, so they don't care. These are questions to help define your brand. I suggest taking a picture of it. Ask yourself those questions, answer them on a piece of paper, and that will help you, because when I was defining my brand, I'm like, what does that mean? I'm Ronnie Long, that's all it is. But these questions will help you, your style, your messaging, what's your mission when you're helping clients? Seriously, like what are you getting in return, or make it worth it for your clients, make it an experience. Oh. Wait, come here in front of the camera.
No,
Come on. So.
Show the dog, how you get it, how you flip flop straight up sandals.
And then again, what makes your business different than every other competitor? In this room right now, there's about 10 realtors, and I could say we all have something different that we provide in a service to our clients. And we all support one another. That's why I love downtown. There's no competition. We're just different. And there's somebody for somebody always. And some people aren't for some people. Like my clients are always the neediest clients, but they won't work for Anthony. I'll tell you that much. But they work for me because I love people like that. I love needy clients. I love when it's hard, and I have just like a, what's it called? Like an escape room to solve almost. And I learn something new every time. And did everybody get a picture?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll
Okay,
make
make
sure
sure
we
you
share
answer
them.
these questions, and it'll help define your brand. I'm more than happy to help if you don't understand any of them. And the biggest thing is, if your business was a person, how would it speak or show up to a room? When you walk in a room, do people turn heads? No. Yes or no? I don't know, right? Make sure you're turning heads in a room, because they know that's that person, that's their brand. And the biggest thing in our area is community. Make sure you show up to the community so people know what to expect when you are in person. Next slide. We're almost done, I promise. What time is it? I'm so late, huh?
No, you're good, it's 7:52.
Okay, these are your next steps. I would take a picture of this as well. Right now, I know the market is slow. I know we are not all busy. So take your time and invest the time you have on your hands, instead of stressing out about your next deal, into how can I make the next deals come effortlessly to me. That's having your social media. If you spend 5 hours doing this, you don't ever have to do it again. Okay. Did everybody get a picture? Profile,
Yeah.
see listing engagement. Okay, next slide. Oh, but it says, but Ronnie, what if my clients aren't on social media? Make sure after each deal, you ask for reviews at each transaction. This is what people see. And I'm only a 4.8 because I have a scammer on there for 1 star, and I'm working with Google to get rid of it. See, I never helped an Alexis Garcia, so that's a scam. That happens sometimes. But everybody,
What's
yeah, 1 star in the comments, so I reported it.
It's from Legacy.
Is it? Oh.
Or 10 family members, just go at least give you 5 stars.
Yes.
And I will help it.
It doesn't have to be from a transaction. Jackie's on my reviews, like best agent in town. Jackie will always support, but look, there's my profile when you Google. So make sure your Google is up to date. Everybody's on Google. Like I said, if your client's not on Google, you're signing documents in person. That's just few far in between. Yeah, KW, Alexis Woodside, like those are some things I do for my clients, and it always gets returned. I always ask for reviews. I'm not afraid to. All these are mostly my clients, though. The only one that's personal is Jackie, but don't be afraid to ask for reviews. I'll give you one if you need a review.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you
Next,
kind of.
guys, we're almost done, we're almost done, we're almost done, I promise. These are some questions that people had on the Facebook. When is the best day and time to post? The worst time? That's literally ChatGPT everything if you have a question like that. The difference, Luis asked the difference between a post, story, and reel. A post is on your feed. A reel is a video that goes on your feed as well. A story is only there for 24 hours.
So the real stays, right?
I would do all three, but stories you do more consistently than post. And you see, I only have 87 posts. I've been on Instagram for 3 years, so I don't post that much. But it's totally up to what you find. Test it out. Post twice a week. See what you get the most engagement with. Yeah, you got it.
Stories gets the most engagement.
I was gonna say stories get the most engagement because it's almost like Snapchat. People are just clicking on it really quick. And then they're done. That's it. They don't have to scroll. It's just as soon as you post a story, you're front of timeline all the time. And I'll switch it. I'll do a lot of my face, but I'll do some like in person that I'm doing right then and there. And then I'll also put a graphic that I don't want on my post on my story. Or I'll share other people's posts. If I see you post a new listing or something cool you're doing, I'll share it. Always support one another.
And so you don't put a graphic on your feed because you don't like how it looks aesthetically, you'd rather have it on the story, you don't want it part of your feed.
Exactly, especially if it's an event happening in a week. What is that gonna do for your feed in like 2 weeks? Nothing.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be dead and gone.
Yeah,
So, I always post it on my story, and if you do have an event in a week or something coming up like a sneak peek, post it on your story every day until that event. Like a reminder, I have this event, but it's on your story, so it's gone in 24 hours. So stories, I love stories the most, but a post is just on your feed, the little square picture. A reel is a video, I love reels, and then your story is on the stories. The little lit up circle on your profile. How often is enough to post without being too much? We talked about that. I would test the waters on your followers, see what gets you the most. Reels will get you followers from out of the area. Reels will always bring in people random.
anybody can see your reels.
Anybody can see reels as long as you're public. You make sure your profile is public.
And I think more people look at reels than.
Yes, like I go.
Go on the discovery page and we're just looking.
Exactly. And I watch videos more than I see people's posts because if I have, God forbid, a breath in the day and I want to scroll, I'm looking at videos. How do I make my content feel more me without oversharing? Pick and choose what you're willing to share. People love to connect with you emotionally. I post my struggles like as a mom. I post how hard we work as agents, that people think we're just in heels and all that. The rattlesnake video, when I saw a rattlesnake at the one of the showings, got the most engagement I've ever had on any story. Because it was the scariest time I think of my life. But yeah, I just post. I put it on the story, telling the story of what happened with my client and I at this house and why I didn't want to show it in the first place. But yeah, just always share your struggles, what you go through. Don't overshare, like, hey, on the toilet, nothing like that. That would be Anthony. And just I keep my kids, I try and keep them very private. I don't post too much of them, but I do like to feature them a little bit. I would like to learn about social stuff. Greg Curry. Well, he's not here, so. How can I convert followers into clients? They will reach out to you as long as you're consistent enough in posting. Don't look like you're trying too hard.
Posting and engaging.
Posting and engaging, yeah. Don't try too hard and send it private messagely, hey, you ready to sell yet? Or hey, blah, blah, blah. Just keep posting consistently. They will eventually reach out to you.
I just got a private message, which.
Yeah.
On Friday.
Just post and don't be personal to that specific person until it's time. And you'll know when it's time.
Can I say, I think it's easier for certain age groups to tackle social media, not just because it's easier technology wise, but like. Sarah's always on me, I need to post more, and so, and not so much real estate stuff, just stuff,
Yeah.
and so. Every time I post just stuff, my idiot friends are all looking, oh, really, it's raining outside?
So guess what, block those idiot friends or get new friends.
Okay, but I get that all the time. Like even people as fitness influencers, my girlfriend's a fitness influencer. People be like, God, you work on those thighs, like God, you work on that. You're gonna get haters,
Yeah.
right? Because they're just gonna say something. He responds something stupid to all my stories all the time, and I just scroll, I'm about to block him. But I wouldn't worry about that stuff. I will say, I've noticed your social media because you've done the family at the beach. And you have done the JNR giveaway and you've partnered up with them, see community. So I started noticing your stuff since you did that. And I'm like, oh, heck yeah. And I start liking it because I'm like, it's showing up on my feed. Yeah, so do giveaways with people. I'm about to do a spring giveaway with a lot of local events. Do giveaways with your followers, with your clients. Like, that's what I mean. Invest some money and you will get it in return. I promise. Promise you. Get creative. Ask ChatGPT. How can I get involved with the community on my social media?
Yeah.
What giveaway can I do?
Cause like right now you have the Freedom Fest, these people that have given out tickets to Freedom Fest in the past.
Yeah.
Or
Some people take advantage and are like, you're an agent, you're rich, like sponsor this, sponsor that, sponsor that. I kind of have to call it at some point, but if you can give something physically away that draws in some followers, post a reel about it, it reaches out to people and they want to do it.
Mhm.
People love winning stuff because it's like gambling. It's very rare.
I do a lot of social media, so what do you suggest for me to work on? Cause I know, you see.
Yeah. I would say stories, like being more personal, because a lot of it is real estate. And I'm like, my feed is saturated with agents. I started unfollowing agents because my stuff is just saturated with real estate. And I want to like see other people's stuff. Like we're dealing with real estate all day long. I want to see what other people are doing, normal people are doing.
Mhm.
And speaking of branding, this is speaking of giveaways. There was one thing on every single slide. If you can guess what it was, except this slide, don't go back online, people. They can't. They can't. What was it? And you'll get a $10 Starbucks gift card.
Consistency.
That was not on it, no.
That's what I was gonna say too,
the
Chris.
tags.
Branding.
to- Branding.
No.
You,
Anybody online?
you.
There was one thing of branding that I just absolutely love on every single slide.
All I know.
Nobody? You guys
Oh,
weren't
wait,
paying attention
someone
to
tell
my
me.
presentation. Don't go back.
Let me go
They
back to my
can't.
first meeting.
Same font.
No, not same font.
Was it your Instagram?
No.
No.
Downtown Realty.
Yeah.
No, it's up there, I read
City Correct and Blanca Rice got it.
They all said downtown Realty.
Okay, I'll give you guys $10 Starbucks card. Just text me.
I'll text you
There's
the
only one
contact
person that
info.
got it.
No,
What
they
does
both
that
got it.
say?
Downtown
Downtown?
says downtown.
Yeah, Downtown Realty was on every single
I
slide.
know, but it's not even a gift card away.
They're getting gift cards.
Blanca got it.
Blanca,
This one.
thank goodness, Blanca's on.
Good job, thank God.
Oh, they're both at the same time. So I'll give you guys both a $10 gift card. Just text me so I could
I'll
text
text you there. So,
Yeah.
Ronnie, he did say downtown.
No, you didn't.
no.
You said collab. Okay, what's the next slide? I think that's it. I appreciate you guys so much for spending the time. Oh, look, there it is, Downtown Realty. I appreciate you guys spending the time. I am gonna do a specific series in July leading up to, you have to go July 26th. Lindsay does all my photos and she's doing.
And I'm paying for her.
Yes.
It's free.
It is
Come.
free. Go and get your dang photos and branding done. And come with your questions if you have questions there.
And I'm gonna provide lunch. It's 11 to 1 in the Visalia office. Come in, we're gonna have lunch, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna take some pictures. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be
That's
so
on the 26th.
fun.
Yes.
Who's doing the video thing that day?
I don't know. We gotta get that set up.
What
You?
can we do?
No, I hate video stuff, and we were talking, it'd be cool if someone could just have a room and just ask, you could just give a 10-second introduction about your.
We've got that little office set up where
Yeah.
we'll probably.
That's
do
another
Rocky's
cool one.
office.
I don't do well in front of cameras
So
though.
next week.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't do well on the like get to know me, but
For all of us, or-
No, we're.
there's gonna be photos. So July 26th from 11 to
11 to
No,
1.
June 26th.
June.
June 26th.
Oh,
Sorry.
coming up.
Oh, it's June 26th.
Yeah.
Yes,
Next week.
next week.
Oh, it's
Next-
next week. I gotta put that in my calendar.
Me too.
Spray tan. I'm kidding.
Is it from 11?
So
11 to
next
1.
week, it's from 11 to 1. Come get your free photos and start your branding. I'll be there if you guys want to do your profile too. And we'll work on that. I appreciate the time.
Thank you
guys.
so much, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Everybody bring your stuff.
Great job, Ronnie.
Does everybody